Building a business after you've quit your job has to be the toughest thing you could do. This is why you need to have a fearless mindset to be able to keep going as you grow in your business. Welcome to this channel. My name is Loudwine, and I help women transition from corporate life to entrepreneurship by helping you launch and grow profitable businesses. So, we're going to go over 5 ways that you can build a fearless mindset after you leave the corporate life. So, number one, what I want you to do is embrace self discipline without any external structures. So, as of right now, if you're still working at your job and you've been thinking about having a new business or launching your dream business, I want you to have the same discipline that you have at your current job. This is what is going to keep you going. That same discipline that you have to wake up in the morning and get dressed, drive to work, clock in, do your job as you're doing now with so much enthusiasm. That is the same discipline you're going to need to have to do your business. If you're going to quit your job and go full time with having this business, then I need you to really be honest with yourself and to know that you cannot have a day off. You cannot slack off. This is not the time for you to like go take a nap just because you feel like taking a nap. This is a time for you to get serious. And getting serious means that you need to get on the ball. Get on the ball means you are doing the same amount of effort that you are doing for your job. Because if you don't have discipline, you will not achieve your goals. Nothing will get done in time. And next thing you know, you wake up, it's 3 months late, I'm sorry, 3 weeks later, and you've made no money because you had no discipline. You have to find a way to create a new schedule for yourself moving forward because your business depends on you having daily tasks for you to complete in order to make money, in order to grow the business, in order to grow your awareness, your brand awareness online, if you're choosing to market online. So you have to create a schedule for yourself. You cannot laissez faire this business. As an entrepreneur, your strength lies in how strict you are with your time. Every single hour needs to be accounted for. You cannot waste any time. You need to account for lunch. You need to account for your two 15-minute break. You have to do so. You have to because it's highly important. Nothing gets done unless you make it happen. So if you need to create a list of tasks for you to do, then that's what you're going to need to do. At your job, others create the task for you. But guess what? Now you are in charge of creating a task for yourself. You are in charge of keeping up with your daily task. You are in charge of creating and completing them. You have to cross off your own task. You have to create the task because if you don't, you will miss it. If you don't create a list of the things you have to do, you will forget the stuff you have to do. And sometimes you have to, you can forget the list too. You have to remind yourself in your phone or on your computer to remind you to look at your task. I promise you, you may just have to do that because you probably will forget what you have to do today, or you probably just going off the dome thinking like thinking like this is what I need to do, but in reality is you already made the list. You've already made the list. You just have to remember to look at the list. So Every week on Sunday afternoon, I want you to write a list of tasks that you have to do and determine how long the task will take you. Okay. And then you divvy up every hour what you're planning to do. So if you have 5 things to do, but you realize the 5 things you can do, 3 of them can take 1 hour and 2 of them will take 3 hours. That's one full day. You're done. And then you have like the rest of the week, you're like, wait, I have more things to do. Then now you have to create more tasks for you to do because you just did everything you thought you needed to do next week. That was completed in one day. So I really want you to think about how to create discipline for yourself is highly important because you will realize, oh my goodness, I'm not as overwhelmed as I think that I am. Things get easier when you start to like decipher from most important to least important. When you start creating a list of tasks, you realize what is most important and what is the least important. So you can measure your time wisely so you spend less time on unnecessary things. And this is what people get wrong when they don't realize how much time they waste on unnecessary things. So, really putting into motion that, okay, moving forward, I need to implicate me going to the gym. Moving forward, I need to implicate me having a dating life. Put that in your schedule. Like your calendar is going to become your best friend. If your calendar is your best friend at work, it's going to become your bestest friend, your BFF once you're an entrepreneur. Because if it's not in the calendar, it does not exist. That's the word I live by. If it's not in my calendar, it does not exist. Okay. Yes, I have a notebook. Yes, I have a laptop, but if it's not in my calendar, it does not what? It doesn't exist because I don't know it. I can't show up somewhere unless I know it's in my calendar to do. Okay. If you have a Google Calendar, you can actually add tasks to your Google Calendar. And there's an app for that. There's a Google Task app you can download on your phone, and it works. Okay. It can send you reminders. Okay. If you have to call someone, you know how, like, if you have an iPhone and you have a missed call and it adds into reminders to call the person back, you can do the same thing and your Google Tasks. So you can call the person back, like, oh my God, I had to call this person back. A phone call. Okay. If you have mastered just putting stuff in your calendar, it'll be easier to transfer that into what they call a CRM, which is a customer relationship management software. That is something we'll discuss in another video. A tool like that is meant for upkeeping. Okay, that is how you track your business. I know in some form of way, we every almost every job has a tracking system, and it's usually called a CRM. So if you can manage just a simple calendar, I promise you, you'll be able to manage the big boy stuff. Okay. The big boy as the customer relationship manager software. That is the holy grail, right? But if you're starting out and you just need to learn how to manage your time, how to manage your discipline, that is the first thing you could do. First thing you could do. And this will help you stay on track. This will help you keep going when life gets tough, when you don't feel like, doing anything, when you don't feel like getting up. Just know those reminders will come on in the morning to remind you, hey, forgot about me. You'll wake up and have like a full list of notifications on your phone because they keep popping up. The task app will remind you, sweetie. It will remind you everything you need to do, and you just need to go in and click it off, okay? And scratch it off. All right. So if you're watching this video, I want you to please like this video and share this video to everyone that you know that this will be beneficial for. Comment any key takeaway from anything I said in this video that you like or appreciate and you feel you find value. I'm sorry, and you find value in. Comment below, let me know. And watch this all the way to the end to help us grow. And also, don't forget to subscribe and join the founders community because if you're looking to start a business, that will make you a founder. All right, so let's go on to number two. You have to stay resilient through setback. Having resiliency is what makes you human, is what makes you someone that is dependable because you know that you did not start this business to fail. You don't want to be no punk, okay? You're not a punk. You're not lazy as you think you are. You're not a failure. You did not leave your job to be called a failure. You did not believe in yourself just to give up after one or two setbacks because things happen, right? We have lost jobs before, but guess what? We've gotten other jobs after that. It didn't stop you, right? We've had situations in our life where we felt like, oh my God, it is doomsday, nothing's gonna work out for me, and I'm having a tough time. But guess what? You have made it through. Literally, God knows what you can and cannot handle, right? So if you have been able to handle what's been thrown at you before, I promise you, you'll be able to handle entrepreneurship. Your mindset has to be where, like, every morning you are choosing to do the business. Every day is another opportunity to grow and do the business. Everything revolves around the business. Okay. Every day revolves around you making small tasks towards your big goal. And it could be your big goal can be anything. It could be, completing a certain amount of orders, a certain amount of services, a certain amount of website completed, a certain amount of clients finishing their taxes, no matter what it is, completing a certain amount of sales goal, you have to create um, smaller tasks leading up to the main goal, right? So this mindset, you have to wake up every day and thinking like, okay, today is another day for me to make stride towards these goals. Nothing else matter but these goals. Nothing else matter but what's in my calendar. Okay. So I want you to be, this is another thing too, when it comes to staying resilient. A part of staying resilient means that you need to also have a healthy lifestyle. You cannot keep going unless you have a healthy lifestyle because your body needs rest. Your body needs balance. Your body needs nutrients. Okay. So, a part of you having resilience to keep going, you also need to feed here and the whole physical part of your body. Feeding your brain can mean two ways. You can shut your brain down through meditation or just sleep, or you can motivate your brain through affirmations and listen to motivational speech. Okay? That is one way to feed your brain, feed your mindset. And number two, to feed your heart is to always be around good people. Good energy, good people will make you more at peace. Okay. It gives you that peace of mind to know that, like, I'm not being stressed. The less stressed you are, the more at peace you are. All right. And physically, you need to go to the gym. You have to go to the gym. You have to exercise some way, shape, or form. Even if it's walking for 1 hour every day, you have to get the body moving and you have to get the body to rest. Okay. That's a part of the physical portion of being resilient. You have to give your body rest. I don't want you to work more than 8 hours. It's not worth it. I promise you, you work 8 hours at your job, then you doing the same 8 hours at your business if you are full time. The max you could do is 3 hours if you part time. 3 hours max. Don't do too much. But guess like I mean like if we really think about it, like who is tracking you? You have no boss. You have no macromanager. You make your own rules. So you decide how much you're willing to work. You decide what the end goal is. So if you put too much goals on yourself, that's you burning yourself out for who? For what? Who is tracking you? Who's asking you to do all these extra things? No one is. No one is putting all this extra, workload on you but you. No one's asking you to do so. If you feel like you gotta like sell 100 things per month, guess what? Just increase the price. Same effort of marketing, just increase the price to stay under 8 hours a day. If you ever feel like as a full-time entrepreneur that you need to do more than 8 hours, you're tripping. You are tripping, and that's the wrong thing to do. There's no point. There is absolutely no point for you to overwhelm yourself over things that you cannot, you know, um, exert too much of your energy for. You know, control yourself. No one is after you. No one has a gun to your head to tell you, oh, you have to do this. It must be completed at this time. You have this deadline. No, you make your own deadline. If you cannot meet the deadline, reduce the workload and increase the price. Okay? Your physical body needs rest and movement. Those two things coincide with each other. Okay? Remember how I said about the brain needs to what? Active and shut down. Okay? Shut out the brain through meditation and sleep. But meditation relaxes the brain. And the second thing you can do is activate the brain through affirmations and motivation speeches that keeps you going and activated. Okay. Um, your physical body to be activated needs movement. So whether you actually exercise with lifting weights or you actually, move around and just drive. Yeah, so you go to the gym or you doing light exercises and when it comes to nutrients for your body, you have to start eating healthy. You have to stop eating like all these sugary food, all these high carbs, no more fast food, no more fast food. Fast food will slow you down. And with slowing you down, that means you'll have less energy to do your job, to do your business. You'll have less energy to continue because carbs have a way to give you a rush energy and then they bring the crash down later. So avoid avoid all type of food that will allow you to be sluggish. So you need to start eating more veggies, more lean meat, so that way you have more energy in your body. That way you don't feel too tired to do the stuff you're supposed to do anyway, because that's going to help you in the long run. So start juicing, start drinking more water. Just drinking more water helps significantly, honestly. Our bodies is made of a lot of water anyway, so is made of liquid. So what you need to do is if you're only drinking like 1 bottle of water per day, start increasing it to like maybe up to 5 bottles of water per day. Honestly, we need about 8 bottles of water per day, but we can start you off with 5 bottles of water, okay? Increase that so much, and you'll see how much of a difference it makes in your body, how much of a difference it makes in your sleep. Because the more energized, I'm sorry, the more water you drink, the more refreshed your body feels because it restarts your cells, so you feel a lot better. I promise you. So drink more water to start if you fully don't want to quit um, fast food yet, but at least at a bare minimum, drink more water, and start walking. Walking can get the body moving slowly until you feel the need to get a gym membership, and then um, start, lifting heavy or not, but that's up to you. So, in the spirit of being resilient, the body has to also be a piece that stays resilient along with your mindset. Everything goes all together. It's all connected. It's all connected in that sense. All right. So, next thing is you need to do to have a killer, fearless mindset is to commit to lifelong learning. You don't know everything. And I don't want you to act like you know everything. You may know about your skill set, your passion, your education, your collegial education, but however, you don't know everything about in business. Okay. You may know about your industry, but it's a different animal when you start doing your own business. Entrepreneurship is different than working for someone else. I don't know how to explain it. It's a different type of beast. It's a different mentality. Like you really have to go out there. You really have to show up for yourself. You really have to approach random strangers. You really have to have like the confidence that builds when you are an entrepreneur. Oh my God. You become what I call in my language sumun, right? Sumun is practically like someone who's not afraid of talking to people, walk up to people and be like in your face type, And you got to have that initiative. Sometimes you can't teach initiative, but I want you to think about it like this is how you have to be. So you have to be in a mindset of I don't know everything, but I'm learning as I go. And as you learn as you go, you don't become boastful either because there will always be someone else in the room that knows more than you. Okay? There will always be someone else in the room that knows more than you because they've been doing this longer than you. So sometimes you may just have to listen. Sometimes you may just have to let somebody talk their talk, okay? Sometimes you may just have to let them vent. Sometimes you'll learn that some people like to hear themselves talk. And guess what? Let them talk. That will feed their ego for a little bit because sometimes entrepreneurs have an ego. They do. They do. And sometimes to avoid escalating a situation, just let them be. Just let them be. And then later on, they'll probably come back and apologize. But you don't have to escalate anything like that. So if you ever feel like someone acts like they know better than you, let them think that. And in the spirit of listening to them talk like they know what they're talking about, which they probably do most times, they'll probably say something that you needed to hear. Mhm. In the midst of them, boasting and talking out their neck, they'll probably say something that you probably needed to hear, that you probably needed to learn, and you take that and you're like, you know what? Let me write that down. Let me write that down. That sounds like sound advice amongst all the BS, right? So, you don't know everything, but you do. you are knowledgeable enough in your industry, in your skill set, just know like you can always learn more. You can always increase your skill set. You can always become a better version of your skill set, right? There's always room for growth because at some point you didn't have your degrees. At some point you were just as ignorant as we are in the beginning. You know, I was extremely ignorant when I started doing entrepreneurship, but I was 20 years old. I'm in my 30s now. I definitely know more than I knew when I was 20 years old. Yeah. I absolutely know more than I bargained for when I was 20 years old, when I started doing business. So it's a different type of commitment. Like the same way you commit to a man, commit to this. Okay. This is a marriage. It's a lifelong marriage. It doesn't end, it keeps going. However, this marriage is something that you choose. Okay. You choose this every day. The same way you choose to wake up and stay married to a man is the same way you are marrying your business. This, you have to treat it like a relationship, like you have to show up every day, and always learn your partner because your partner is your business, right? Always learning, always, trying to find courses, try to find courses to help you grow, trying to find master classes to help you grow. And speaking of master classes, if you've been watching this video for this long, I want to say thank you. If you're looking to grow and start your own business, I have created the Launch Your Business Masterclass. Unlock Your Potential Masterclass is a 3-hour masterclass that will dive deep into how to create strong mindsets and how to stop your limiting beliefs. And also, it goes into how to become a better leader, how to know what type of leader you want to be, and we'll go over the proper steps to start building your business, such as branding, marketing, social media, documentation for your business, how to incorporate, where to incorporate your business, how to find funding, how to create a DUNS number, how to find grants, how to find loans, how to find credit cards, the right credit cards for your business. All these things we go into deep into this masterclass. It's only $59 for right now. So you can click on the link below in the description and take advantage of this Launch Your Business, Unlock Your Potential masterclass. If you like um, how I speak in this video or how I speak on this channel, period, how much information that I give, definitely take advantage of this masterclass because I go into deeper. It's a lot longer than this 30-minute video, but we dive deep in this masterclass. So take advantage, click on the link in the description box and start your journey today to learn what you don't know. All right, so let's go to number 4. You need to set personal actionable goals. What I mean by personal goals is like, this is not just doing your business goals. Your personal goals can just mean that you are trying to understand how to grow as a person. Some of these goals can be, I need to work out 3 times a week. That is a personal goal. And the more disciplined you become in your business, the more you will see that you need to make some changes in your personal life. And this can mean that, like, I need to lose another 10 pounds because you realize the more you exercise, the more you feel good. Next thing you know, you start adding more goals into your life. Like, you know what? I think I like this. I think I like working out. So I think I want to, change my groceries. I think I wanted to like go do some self-care. I think I want to do a massage. I think I want to take a trip. You start booking trips out of nowhere because you're like, you know what? I want a vacation. I deserve it. You start finding ways to create opportunities and goals for yourself that you feel like you deserve because you've been working hard. You should have a reward system. Reward system works. It's fabulous. You know, another goal could be, okay, I need another certification. That could make you feel good. It may not be in relation to the business, but another certification makes you feel better. So you start saying, okay, maybe I can try a new hobby, or I can try to go on more dates. You probably try to schedule more dates into your calendar, you know. So some of these actionable goals, because you're feeling so much fulfillment from accomplishing things in your business, now that is going to translate into your personal life. So as you start feeling good about accomplishing certain metrics in your business, you want to start accomplishing metrics in your personal life as well. And as you start doing that, these things keep you grounded, right? The last thing I want you to do, I think I said this in a previous video, but if not, or this video, I'm not sure because I just keep talking, right? Um, if you only working 8 hours, right, you have set the tone that you're not working past 8 hours. You have made a boundary not to work more than 8 hours, right? And now you like, wait, I was able to be disciplined, not to overwork myself. Now I have some free time. Let me actually find things fun to do, because you need that balance in life. Not everything revolves around work. You know how they be saying we need to have work-life balance? That's a real thing, right? A part of the life part, you need to create the life part, okay? You have work, which is your business, and then you need to start adding the life portion. The life portion is to have fun, go out with your friends, go out to brunch, go out to girls' night, like have Valentine's weekend, have girls trips, have boys trips. If you're watching this video, let your husband go on boys trips, we can leave you alone, right? So but truthfully though, start setting some personable actionable goals that can help you have the balance, have the life portion this of this work-life balance be the life portion. All right, so number 5 is to develop a strong why to keep going. This is as it sounds, honestly. Your why has to be what keeps you at the forefront of your mind. Okay, the reason that makes you get up every day, the reason that makes you grind, the reason that makes you understand like this is all it or nothing, that is what's going to keep you going. You have to. Here's one thing that you can do. You can actually create your own affirmation. Your affirmations, you can write your why in your affirmation, and you replay that to yourself every day. That is one thing that's going to keep you going, because keep hearing, rehearsing your goals to yourself, your why to yourself, is how it's going to indoctrinate into your membrane, to your subconscious, that will keep you going. Because it is being heard by your own voice, it sinks in faster, because the brain recognizes your own voice as you speak, right? So if you record in the voice memos in your phone and you realize that you can play it every day to yourself, that will help you significantly. If you need to write down your vision statement, your mission statement, and record yourself saying it, then that's what you need to do, because that's what's going to set you apart from others. Yes, others can try to remember their why, and some days they'll forget, but no, put in your calendar that you're going to play the affirmations recording every morning. Play that. Put it in there as a reminder, as a task. That way it reminds you every morning to play those affirmations. That is one way that you can always have that mission, that vision, the reason, the why that you're doing this replay and stay in your mind. Yeah, you have to do it at least 21 days. By the time day 30 comes, it's a no-brainer because you have created the discipline of listening to it every day. And this is why I said add it to your calendar, because the calendar doesn't miss. Okay, the calendar doesn't miss. All right. All right, ladies, thank you so much for watching today's video. And please don't forget to like this video, share this video to someone who will find this valuable. Comment below any key takeaway that you got from this video. Don't forget to subscribe and join the founders community, because if you are starting a business, then that makes you a founder. And click on the notification bell to make sure that you are notified every time that I drop a new video. And I'll see you on the next one.